I did make a commitment to post one video every week for the rest of my life. Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Seetal and you're watching seetalm.d, and I'm so happy that you're back here at this channel. I'm here to tell you why I left and that I'm really sorry that I left. I want to come back and tell you why I left instead of just coming back and just making videos like as if I never left, because I did make a commitment to post one video every week for the rest of my life. And here are my 5 reasons. Reason number 1, my sister's wedding. So I have one sister, she's 6 years younger and she lives in Malaysia, and we had this wonderful wedding. Her wedding went really great, but I was really busy with her wedding. So last year in September I went with her to India to do wedding shopping. It was great, got a lot of stuff. So the stuff that I bought in India with her, when I came back I shot the video of sewing the Punjabi suit and the top, and then after that I sewed a few more things and I showed you all, and I had planned my videos ahead, like I had shot some videos ahead of time just so that I can spend more time at her wedding. And from that time onwards I already got pretty busy from like September onwards. But when the videos would be published, I wouldn't have time to like share the videos or tell you to come and watch my videos. Like I didn't have time to do all that because I was so busy with her wedding. Number 2, I got busy with New Year's. In New Year my husband wanted me to spend time with him and the kids, and I know they really wanted me, but the thing is with New Year's he gets a lot of time off work and he does want to spend that time with me. But because I record YouTube videos, the only time I get to record my videos is when he's home so that he can watch the kids and I can do my video recording, because the kids love to be in my videos. They like to come in and to hear what I'm recording. They want to see, they want to be part of it, they want to do everything with it. It's hard for me to do anything or to get anything or to get my head around working when they are around. But then at the same time he wants to spend time with me, so I was like, okay fine, I can postpone this until the whole New Year thing is over, and then he's back at work in January, and then maybe after we celebrate my birthday, which is January 9, which is like right after New Year's, I'll get back into the groove of it. But that didn't happen, and here's why. Reason number 3. Since I quit my job in medicine in 2020, I had always wanted to dabble into fashion business. Fashion business meaning running my own fashion line. I have some ideas and I really want to have my own line, and I want to have the right people to work with. So I did approach like a consultant. She would help you run your fashion business. She would help get the designers on board, and like whatever ideas I have, the designers would help me put those ideas in place, and then she would help me run the business. Except that she was charging around $3,000 a month, and I would need her for a good 6 to 12 months to establish the business, and then after which I can like just take over. At that time my husband, bless him, he's just got like the biggest heart ever. He was like, yeah, let's do this. I was like, it's gonna cost $3,000 a month. He's like, that's okay, because she's gonna be able to handle everything, and then you can handle whatever she tells you need to handle, like all the other expenses with like hiring other people and stuff, and you can do all that other stuff, and you will learn a lot, and you really want to do this, let's do this. I was like, you know what, let me give me some time, let me figure this out properly. I just don't want to really go into it and then after spending a whole lot of money getting really frustrated with the whole thing and giving up. Fast forward a few years later, last year I was supposed to go back to work, so I called my boss and we were talking about it, and then while I was thinking about that, there was this feeling of like hesitancy to want to go back to the hospital. And every time I pass by around the hospital, because I don't live far from the hospital, every time I pass by I'm like, ooh, do I really want to go there? Like, don't look at me, I'm not on call today, just don't look at me, don't call me. And then I'm like, wait, what am I hiding for? I'm not even working there at the moment. That's right. I think that was sort of like one sign that my heart really wasn't at the hospital. It wasn't really there where I thought
for the rest of my life I'll be working as a doctor.
But anyways, fast forward to a couple of months later, I was looking for a table. I was at the thrift store talking to this lady, and she was like, why do you need this table? So we got talking, and then I was like, explaining to her that I need to do my cutting and sewing, because I would like to be a fashion designer someday and have my own line of clothing, but I don't know how I'm going to do that. For now I have a YouTube channel and that's all I'm doing. And she was like,
oh my god, you won't believe.
She just graduated from TAFE. Anyway, so she told me about how when she was at TAFE studying to be a social worker, there were a lot of students there studying fashion design, and they were always carrying like this bunch of like fabrics and stuff like that. And I was like,
and this is just here in TAFE, which is very close to where I live.
I was just completely blown away. I went back and searched it, and true enough, she was right. There was a course right there for me to do. So if you did the whole fashion design course, it was 3 years. But if you did like a fashion business course, which is what I'm doing right now, it was just 1 year. They teach you everything you need to know about running your own business. Because I want to run my own fashion business. I don't necessarily want to sit down and do the drawing of every single line. I just want to have the ideas and have people put that in place for me. But I need to know how to run the business. And this is exactly the lady I wanted to hire in the beginning in 2020 and pay her that kind of money. But now I didn't have to hire her because I know how to do this and I can do it myself.
Slowly.
Cut the story short, I started the course this year. So then I got busy with the course itself. I am going to do a series in these YouTube videos about what I've learned in fashion business and how you can run your own fashion business too. So I'll break down everything in smaller chunks so you understand what goes behind fashion business. And if you wanted to start your own fashion business, you could take my tips and tricks. I'm not finished with my fashion business because it's only been 6 months. It's like the holidays now. I still have another 6 months to go. So I will pop in every single information and update those videos as I go with new information that I find out, so that I don't keep you in the dark, because I really wish I could help someone else. I really wish this video was out there so someone could help me. Reason number 4, we moved houses again. Now I got a comment from one of my YouTube channels, somebody, I'll post it here. She was wondering why I keep moving houses. So I thought, oh, genuine question, I will tell her about it. Like, we just don't like to stay in the same place forever because we rent. My husband and I, we rent. We do own a property which we give out to rent. And we love moving around to find new places and to have a new feel of place. We don't mind packing and moving. Packing and moving is a lot of work, but we don't mind doing it because
We don't own a lot of stuff.
I'll link a video here. You've seen my video where I did a whole declutter of my wardrobe, and even the declutter of my wardrobe started with like not much stuff, and then when I decluttered it, it was like, where are your clothes? But my husband and I don't own a lot of stuff, so moving for us is not a lot of trouble. Just one truck and we move in one go, and it's easy. It's really not that hard. With that said, it's not like something I really enjoy doing all the time, but I enjoy being in a new atmosphere. My husband does too. But this person commented after I told her why I'm that it's a selfish reason, the kids are suffering, blah blah blah, because of your own frustrations in life. You make the kids move. Like, I don't know why she would assume we are frustrated in life. We're not. We're really happy. We like renting because we don't know what our future house should be like. And I feel like if we make up our mind and say our future house should be like this, and then once we do that, we might be unhappy, and then we go through renovations after renovations after renovations, just trying to make that one house the perfect house. But we don't know yet what our future house, like forever house, should look like. So until then, we're very happy just renting. And also, I don't think everybody knows the math to this, but if you buy a house and you're only paying like 10% down payment or 20% or 30%, the rest of the money that you take from the bank, the interest that you pay to the bank by the time you finish off paying your housing loan,
You could probably give the bank another house.
and I'm not willing to do that. A lot of you might not understand and might even dispute or say that
No, owning your house is the best decision ever.
so we do own, but we collect more rent than what we pay to the bank, because the way we rent is very different. At first we were running an Airbnb, which was great. We make more money than what we were paying the bank, and that's the whole point, because only then you make money. But if you do not make more money from the house that you own than what you have to pay the bank, then really that house is not an asset, it's actually a liability, because you're paying the bank. It's hard for me to explain to you because I'm not a finance person, but I will, because I forgot the name of that show. There was a show I was watching on Netflix which explains it so well. Like, even he was like, I can afford a house, I can buy a house right now, but I will not do it because renting is cheaper. I'm not a finance person. I'm probably just not explaining this well at all, and I'm sorry. So anyways, to that person who thinks I'm frustrated and my kids are frustrated, while we've moved houses, we've not changed school. My kids absolutely love that, and
Just so you know, my kids are not upset or messed up.
because they move around. In fact, they love moving houses. They actually come house hunting with us. They love it. It's very hard for them to not like a house that we're looking at, even though my husband and I are like, no, not this one. They like pretty much all the houses. Otherwise, they love moving. They love decorating the new place with us. In fact, just recently we did a lot of art for the house and they helped me paint. Number 5, this is where I owe you all a deep, deep apology, and I'm so sorry, because I left. The 5th reason was for selfish reasons, and that being because I felt like I was not getting enough, not just getting paid, not getting enough back in return from what I put out on YouTube. I do get a lot of comments, and I really appreciate every single one of you, because I do reply to every single one of you. I like every single comment, and it takes hours to do those things and prepare those sewing things, and all of that, the editing, the SEO of the YouTube. When you put your video out, there's a whole search engine optimization that goes behind it, all this tech stuff, and I just felt like I wasn't getting back enough. My subscriber base, while it was increasing a bit slowly, and I felt like like, oh, my channel wasn't picking up as much as other people's channel, but I was doing a lot of that whole comparison, self-hate, self-loathing kind of thing, and I'm really sorry that I did that, because the reason I started a YouTube channel was how I said in the beginning, because I like sharing the creative things that I do, and I love sharing my ideas, and I do a lot of these things, and I want to tell people about it. I want to share to more people about it, you know, like I just don't want to have a group within my family or a group within a bunch of friends and tell them the things that I do, because they are like,
Oh, okay, great, yeah.
and then, you know, I can't be bothering them because they don't always want to know what I have to share. But YouTube allow me to do that, because if you don't want to watch me, you don't have to, and if you watch me, you actually learn something from what I've done, and you know, you get the guts to do it yourself, especially if it's like the big things like upholstery and stuff. But yeah, so those are my 5 reasons why I left YouTube for 6 months and left you all abandoned for 6 months. But I'm back, and I really do want to do this properly. I will release 1 video a week. That's all I can manage at the moment. If you like this video and would like to learn more from me, please hit the subscribe button below and watch me on my journey to start a new fashion brand. You'll be the first to know when it's launched. So yeah, thank you so much for following me on YouTube, and I see you again in my next video. Bye, take care, love you.